Ever feel like you're just totally stuck creatively? Like staring at that blinking cursor and it's just mocking you?
Mocking you, yeah.
Because you can't come up with a good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
We've all been there, right? But what if instead of like mainlining coffee, there was a way to actually like get a creativity partner?
Well, funny you should mention that, because we're diving into the world of AI today, but not like the robot overlords kind of way.
Right.
This is about AI boosting your creative powers.
Oh, so instead of replacing us, it's more like our sidekick.
Exactly.
I like it.
You're brainstorming, buddy.
Sign me up.
Absolutely.
So we're talking specifically about like generative AI, right? The kind that can whip up poems or paintings or, dare I say, podcast scripts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it all comes back to this idea of democratizing innovation.
Oh, okay.
It's a mouthful, I know.
It is.
But basically taking the process of coming up with game-changing ideas and making it accessible to everybody.
Okay, so kind of like what companies try to do with like brainstorming meetings and suggestion boxes, but with like way cooler tech.
Yeah. But let's be honest, those traditional methods, they often fall a bit flat, right? Companies hit roadblocks.
They do.
For example, how many times have you been in a meeting just overflowing with ideas, but there's no way to sift through them?
Oh, yeah.
To pick the best one. That's what the article calls evaluation overload.
It's too real.
Too real.
And I bet that's where AI starts to really shine.
Yes.
Helping us find those golden nuggets.
Absolutely. But it's not just about too many ideas. Sometimes it's about getting stuck in our ways. The curse of expertise, as the article calls it, is when the experts in the room, they're so used to the way things are that they miss out on truly groundbreaking, out-of-the-box thinking.
It's like they've accidentally put blinders on.
Yes.
And they're missing that fresh perspective.
Exactly. And then on the flip side, somebody with a fantastic, innovative idea might not have the know-how to actually make it work. And then even with amazing ideas, it's easy to get so caught up in, like, individual needs that we miss the big picture solution.
Totally.
The thing that ties it all together.
Wow. So even with the best intentions, there are so many ways that innovation can get like totally tripped up.
Yes.
It makes you just want to give up and order a pizza.
Don't despair.
Okay.
Don't despair. That's where generative AI comes in, not just with a pizza, but with a whole arsenal of tools to blast through these roadblocks.
Okay, this is what I'm talking about. So how does AI actually help us unlock our inner innovator? Give me the first mind-blowing example.
Let's talk about something called divergent thinking. Essentially, the ability to make connections, to see relationships that our human brains might miss. AI excels at this.
So it's like connecting those dots in a way that we wouldn't necessarily think of.
Exactly. The article gave this fantastic example. They asked an AI to combine an elephant and a butterfly.
Now I'm picturing a butterfly like hitching a ride on an elephant's trunk.
Right. Seems logical.
Yeah.
Right. But the AI dreamt up this wild creature they called a fantafly.
Part butterfly, part elephant, but like, what?
So it had these like powerful, almost mythical looking legs. And you know what's even cooler? They fed that fantafly image into another AI. This one designed to create products.
Wait, so they went from this like whimsical creature to real world applications.
Yes.
Tell me more.
They got everything from like sleek, futuristic chairs to artistic chocolates.
Get out!
All inspired by this fantafly.
See, that's the kind of stuff that, like, makes my brain tingle.
Right.
It's like AI's like, hey, forget what you think you know, right?
Yes.
Let's unlock a whole new world.
And that's exactly what's so powerful about it.
Okay.
You know, this design fixation, as the article calls it.
Right.
This trap we fall into.
Totally.
Where we're so used to seeing things a certain way, we limit ourselves.
It's like those blinders again.
Yes.
But AI doesn't have them on this time.
AI does not have the blinders on.
And, you know, it's like thinking outside of that.
It's widening the playing field.
Exactly. And it's not just about, you know, sparking visual creativity. Remember trisatiation?
Yes.
The article mentioned how they were using ChatGPT.
Oh, yeah, that's the AI chatbot everybody's talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To come up with totally new business concepts.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, you feed the AI three seemingly unrelated words like food, technology, and car.
Okay.
And it somehow weaves them into a fully formed business idea.
No way. So what happened? What'd they come up with?
It pitched this whole AI-powered food delivery service.
Okay.
Using self-driving vehicles.
Okay.
Optimized routes for efficiency.
Smart.
Even personalized recommendations like based on your dietary needs.
Wow, that's like brainstorming on steroids.
On steroids, yes.
Okay, so we've tackled the too many ideas problem,
Yeah.
stuck in a rut problem.
Yes.
But what about when the experts are, well, being a little too experty?
Right.
Like, how does AI help us convince them to maybe loosen their grip on the status quo a little bit?
Sometimes it's about challenging their assumptions, making them see things from a totally different angle.
Okay.
And there's this fascinating example in their article about using AI to design children's toys.
Okay, toys in AI, what's the connection?
So they asked the AI to generate crab-inspired toys.
Okay.
But here's the catch.
Okay.
They didn't specify what the toy should actually do.
Intrusive.
Just make it crabby.
So no preconceived notions about, like, functionality, just pure crabtastic form.
Exactly. And the results were amazing.
They got these wildly imaginative designs.
What were some of them like?
Some that looked like they could climb walls.
Whoa.
Others that could launch projectiles.
Cool.
And it made them rethink this whole relationship between a toy's appearance and its purpose.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Right.
Yeah, it's like how they say necessity is the mother of invention.
Mm-hmm.
You force yourself to work within these like seemingly bizarre limitations.
Yes.
And suddenly you're coming up with stuff that you never could imagine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And speaking of figuring things out,
Yeah.
AI can even be your ultimate idea evaluator.
So it's like that really smart but brutally honest friend
Yes.
who's just going to tell you if your idea is good or not.
Exact.
No sugarcoating.
The article had this great example about tackling food waste. They gave the AI 3 common solutions.
Okay.
One was special packaging, where, like, the expiration date adjusts based on the actual freshness of the food.
Okay, that's cool.
An app to connect people with extra food to those in need.
Mm-hmm.
And then a public awareness campaign to educate people about food waste and expiration dates.
Okay, those all sound like decent ideas in theory.
Right.
Like, where does the AI come in? What's the magic touch?
So the AI got to work analyzing each approach.
Okay.
Weighing the pros and cons
Mm-hmm.
for the dynamic packaging.
Right.
It highlighted the potential to reduce waste.
Yeah.
Encourage, like, smaller, fresher production batches, but...
There's always a but.
Right. But it pointed out the need for new tech,
Okay.
getting buy-in from manufacturers.
Sure.
And the potential for increased costs.
Right.
For the app,
Mm-hmm.
it loved the community aspect,
Yeah.
direct impact,
Mm-hmm.
but raised concerns about logistics, food safety,
Okay.
reaching those without smartphones.
Sure. That's always the thing with apps.
Right. And the public awareness campaign.
Yeah.
The AI recognized its potential for, like, long-term behavior change,
Mm-hmm.
but acknowledged the challenge of breaking through the noise
Yeah.
and actually changing habits.
Right. It's one thing to know you should be doing something.
Yes,
It's another thing to do it.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like having that friend who will, like, play devil's advocate,
Yes.
but in a way that's actually helpful.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's about moving beyond gut feeling
Okay.
to a more kind of objective assessment
Yeah.
of, like, feasibility, novelty, impact.
Okay, so, like, I get that this is super helpful,
Yes.
but is it possible to, like, rely on the AI's evaluations too much?
That's a great question.
Because, like, sometimes those crazy out there ideas,
Right.
those are the ones that change the world.
It speaks to the importance of always bringing our own judgment to the table.
Okay.
Like, AI can give us these amazing insights,
Yeah.
but we have to weigh that against our own intuition,
Mm-hmm.
our understanding of the nuances that, the AI might miss.
Okay.
So it's about this partnership
Gotcha.
between human and machine.
Okay, but what about when you're just drowning in a sea of ideas,
Right.
all with their own pros and cons? How do we even begin to narrow it down?
That's where this idea, AI-powered refinement, comes into play.
Okay.
Remember those food waste solutions we talked about?
Yeah.
The AI didn't just analyze them separately.
Okay.
It took things a step further
Okay.
and merged them.
Wait, it combined the ideas? Tell me it, like, created a super app that's going to solve world hunger?
Not quite world hunger,
Okay.
but it created a pretty amazing multi-pronged approach.
Tell me more.
So it combined that smart packaging concept, the donation app,
Okay.
and elements of the awareness campaign into this one cohesive program.
Wow.
Imagine, like, a system
Yeah.
where the packaging monitors freshness
Okay.
and adjusts expiration dates, reducing waste.
Smart.
And then, if food's approaching the expiration date,
Yeah.
the app kicks in, connects people with food banks
Cool.
or shelters.
Wow, that's amazing.
And all of this is supported by Public education,
So smart.
empowering consumers to make better choices.
That's incredible.
Right.
It took those individual pieces
Yeah.
with all their different like strengths and limitations
Yes.
and just like made this one super powered idea.
It was like idea alchemy.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Okay, this is blowing my mind.
And here's the best part.
What?
This whole process, the brainstorming, evaluating, refining,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to happen in a vacuum.
Okay.
The article talks about how generative AI can actually make collaboration even better.
Oh, right. I almost forgot about the flying car.
Yes.
Okay, tell me AI can help us build one of those.
Well, maybe not build one just yet,
Okay.
but it can help us design it.
All right, I'll take it.
So they gave the AI the prompt, flying car,
Okay.
and it generated all these designs, right?
Cool.
But here's where it gets interesting. Human collaborators could then give the AI feedback
Okay.
to actually refine those designs.
Interesting. So they weren't just like, make it more aerodynamic.
Right. They could say something like, give it like a dragonfly-like shape with glowing lights
Cool.
for night flight.
That's so cool.
And the AI would translate that into the design,
Wow.
playing with wing structure,
Okay.
illumination patterns.
It's like AI is a universal translator. It's bridging the gap between like our wildest dreams and the technical stuff that we need to make it real.
Exactly.
It's so cool.
It's really exciting stuff.
It really is.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see AI less as a threat
Yeah.
and more as this incredible tool to unlock creativity.
I love that.
It's like that extra push that we need sometimes
Yes.
to get us over those humps, those creative barriers.
Yes. It's not about replacing us,
Okay.
but augmenting our abilities,
I like that.
allowing us to do bigger and bolder things.
So as we wrap up our deep dive,
Yes.
here's something for our listeners to think about. What impossible problem, whether it's at work, at home, whatever, could you solve with AI by your side?
That's a great question.
What would you create if you knew you had this partner who could help you push past the boundaries of what you thought was possible?
Absolutely.
Until next time, keep those creative sparks flying.